Are you serious? Are you serious? And I'm going to say it again. Are you serious? Because there is rumors that President Bashar al-Assad of Syria has been shot and is in critical condition, if not dead. There is some reports that he is dead. Now, let me just share with you, I have a lot of friends all over the world on my Facebook. I have, 3,600, 3,700 friends, and they're all over the world. Well, I have one that's personally contacted me, and let me read to you from Nesher from Jerusalem. He says that Assad is shot by his own Iranian bodyguard. The bodyguard's name was Mediah Jacobi. He is currently hospitalized between life and death. Washington, D.C. isn't saying anything about it. They're not ready for it. Be patient. The news will be killed for now. In other words, stop. After all, Al Jazeera isn't happy of such a precedent. They need more killings and not Assad to post. In other words, so this is my friend here on Facebook, Nashir. I won't give his full name just so he doesn't get bombarded. But he's from Jerusalem, and he's sharing with me that his reports are on the streets of Jerusalem through the Facebook channels, Twitter channels, and what have you. The chatter out there is that Syrian President Assad has had an assassination attempt by his own bodyguard, who's an Iranian, which would make sense, but you say that don't make sense. No, it does. The Iranians are Shiite Muslims, and so is Assad, and the Syrian government are Shiites, and they're close friends. So it's very possible. So let me go to you now. I also have a report on Before It Is News. Heidi, what do you have me here? Another report?
Mm-hmm. Gives you a lot of the
okay, let me look here on this other laptop. Heidi is pulling up here. Are these other sources?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what these sources are. JSS News is reporting it. Le Point is reporting it. Also, several Arab and Israeli sources are reporting it. Of course, it's not on your mainstream yet because Washington, D.C. has got to get it confirmed, totally confirmed, before they would respond to an assassination attempt on Assad. Now, I do have another article over here. This does say unconfirmed, and that is that Bashar Assad was shot by his bodyguard, according to Arab media. Now, this is found on Before It's News. And you can take them with a grain of salt. Sometimes they're on the money, cutting edge, or out there first because they hear all the chatter, as which I have. And sometimes they're off track. But, let's not beat them up. But here we go. Unconfirmed reports by Before It Is News that Bashar al-Assad was shot by his bodyguard, according to Arab media. According to the Arab media, www.eltriat.org, Assad would have been seriously wounded by gunfire by his bodyguard, but the bodyguard who's from Iran, but he is not dead yet. He is currently hospitalized, hanging on between life and death, according to the Shami hospital in Damascus, which is where the streets of Damascus have now been closed off. Proprietary information out of France, according to reports in the Arab press, and then republished in the Israeli press. Information that the journalists say they have verified that Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad was killed this morning by one of his bodyguards. An important safety device has been set up at the hospital in Damascus. Now, repeat, we have reports that he's been shot, that he was shot by his own bodyguard, and that he's hanging between life and death. And we do have reports that he is dead in Damascus. And I say, I'm getting that from different independent sources here, as well as some of my own personal connections on Facebook who have contacted me this afternoon, who are in Jerusalem, very close to Damascus. So information is starting to surface. Keep an eye on this report. It is very possible that Assad has been assassinated or had the assassination attempt, and he's clinging to life and death. Either way, as we've been telling you, in one of the prophecies the Lord gave us back on New Year's Eve, that Syria's, Assad's regime would fall in the year of 2013. Now, Also, besides the fact the Lord give me a prophecy on it, let's just go to the Bible, because even prophecies can fail, but the Word of God abideth forever. You notice how I said that? Because you won't hear many people who have this, who I don't call myself a prophet, but I do have at times the spirit of prophecy come upon us, and it is one of the gifts of the Spirit. And the Bible even told us all that we may prophesy, to pray for it. But I'm going to give to you now, but prophecies can fail, but love never does, and the Word of God will abide forever. That's what I'm saying. When in doubt, go to the Bible. And here's what it said. I even do that for myself. All right. In Isaiah 17:1, the Bible said, the burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap. Again, I'll read it. The burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap. That is Isaiah 17, verse 1. It also, you can read Jeremiah 49, 23 through 27. Tells you exactly how Damascus will fall and crumble, and it's coming right down the line. I won't read that right now. You go read it for yourself. But let me say this to you right now, that the Lord did reveal to me in the New Year's Eve service live, 600 witnesses, as the Spirit coming out of me, that Assad's regime would fall in the year 2013, and it's very possible that Assad himself may have been assassinated. Reports are he has been shot by his own bodyguard. Stay right here on YouTube. Of course, I got a show tonight from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you'll be able to get probably up to the minute. We do all throughout the 3 hours live, up to the minute situations. Now, Heidi has just brought me something else. What is this, honey?
The Arab newspapers in Nazareth.
According to an Arab media, www.eltria.org, which is in Nazareth. So it's a Israeli. It's in Israel, in Nazareth, the town that Jesus was from. But it's Arab media, and they're reporting that Bashar Assad would have been seriously wounded by gunfire late last night, the 23rd of March, by his bodyguard, who is an Iranian. But he is not dead. He's currently hospitalized, hanging between life and death, according to Shammai Hospital in Damascus, and the streets are closed off. Now, that's Arab media from Nazareth, Israel. And that confirms, Heidi, that really does confirm what Nasher is saying there from Jerusalem, Israel. It also is a confirmation of what we're hearing before it is news, and some of the other media outlets. And here's what normally happens. And I've been doing this 3 years now. Normally what happens, the real truth you get quickly. You start getting it right away from the Al Jazeera or some of the Arab medias and Israeli medias. They're very quick getting the truth. Then the American press stumbles and bumbles and fumbles around until they get approval from the Obama administration on what they're allowed to say. Meantime, in between when it first happens and our media giving a report, Pastor Begley comes out here on YouTube and generally has the statistics and information within 90% correct. So I would say this: Assad has been shot. He may be dead. If not, he's barely clinging to life, and he's in a hospital in Damascus. We will give you more information as we go. And like I said, my show starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss Sunday Night Live. I'll be live at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Go to the live streaming page. There's a live chat room. You can be a part of this thing. Don't miss it tonight. We'll be covering this, the Temple Mount information, John Kerry's trip to Iraq, and a whole lot more. And the snow blizzard cutting across the country, including right here in Indiana. I'll be right back. God bless you. Hey, are you saved? Because Bible prophecy is happening so fast. You better get saved. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Seriously. What are you waiting on? What? We're living in the last days. The most important thing is for you to be born again and ready to meet the Lord.